BUA Cement Plc hosted its 7th annual general meeting at the Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. It was coordinated by the Chairman Board of Directors, BUA Cement Plc, Dr. Abdulsamad Rabiu. The reports of the external auditors and the audit committee showed that proper books of account were kept by the company in compliance with CAMA and IFRS provisions.
In our opinion, BUA Cement Plc's, the company's financial statements, give a true and fair view of the financial position of the company as at 31 December 2022 and of its financial performance and its cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with International Financial Reporting Standards and the requirements of the Companies and Allied Matters Act and the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Act. What we have audited. We have audited BUA Cement Plc's financial statements, which comprise the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income for the year ended 31 December 2022, the statement of financial position as at 31 December 2022, the statement of changes in equity for the year then ended, the statement of cash flows for the year then ended, and the note to the financial statements, which include a summary of significant accounting policies. Basis for opinion. We conducted our audit in accordance with International Standards on Auditing, ISAs. Our responsibilities under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibilities for the audit of the financial statements section of our report. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. The company has kept proper books of accounts so far as appears from our examination of those books, and returns adequate for our audits have been received from branches not visited by us. The company's statement of financial position and statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of accounts and returned. Signed by Oladele Oladipo for PricewaterhouseCoopers Chartered Accountants, Lagos, Nigeria, dated 24 February 2023.
In compliance with the provisions of Section 404, subsection 7 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, we report as follows. We have ascertained and hereby confirmed that the accounting and reporting policies of the company are in accordance with legal requirements and agreed ethical practices. The scope and planning of audit requirements for the year ended 31st December 2022 are adequate. We are satisfied with the external auditor's management report for the year ended 31st December 2022, as well as the response of the management thereto. I've signed this report on behalf of all members of the audit committee on 22nd of February 2023.
Shareholders in their remarks commended BUA Cement Plc for the N2.80k dividend payment, remarkable 2022 financial year performance. They also called for efforts to reduce the price of a bag of cement across the country.
First and foremost, Mr. Chairman, I want to commend and congratulate the entire board of BUA Cement Plc for a job well done. We've done very well.
Thank you.
This is a very good result, and I hope we are going to keep it up. I want to use this opportunity to really commend our company secretary for a job well done. She has done very well, Mr. Chairman. If you call her 7 o'clock, some company secretary will not pick your call anytime from 7 p.m. I don't know about Saturday, but during the week, anytime you call her, she will pick your call. If she didn't pick it, even if she was in a meeting, she will text you that I will call you back. Definitely, she will call you after our meeting. Well done, madam, and I want you to continue. I want to really commend our company for a declaration of dividend of 2.80 naira from earnings per share of 2.98 naira. And compared to 2.60 naira paid in the previous year, this is highly commendable. Please let us appreciate them for that.
Mr. Chairman, the performance is commended. The share price from 8 naira today, every shareholder of BUA Cement must be very happy. You can see that you have added a lot of value to all of us. And Mr. Chairman, not only that, the expansion you are doing, Sokoto Cement now with 4 plants, 11 million metric tons, you are still expanding the business, which will add to our profitability. Mr. Chairman, I'm particularly impressed with the fact that our EBITDA is almost 30%. And for an industry like ours, this is very good for our business.
Now, let me give you a practical experience. I came from my village yesterday in Omahia to attend this meeting. A bag of cement is 5,500 there. Are they encouraging people to build, to invest? No. You need to look into this pricing of cement if we really want people to have habitation where they can live. And we are to produce and market high quality cement for national development. This also translates to bringing down the price of cement. It's very important.
I have few observations here. My observation is that page 53 to 59, shareholding structure. In the shareholding structure, my chairman, both direct and indirect, about 96%. And in line with the regulatory requirements, we need about 20% for free float. I want to appeal to the chairman because a lot of people looking for the stock in the market are unable to get it. Sir, with humility, you can release more for the market to be able to participate and get more from yours.
7 years ago, nobody had anticipated this, phenomenal growth. But because of your commitment and persistent, love for performance, this is what BUA had turned into. We commend you, Mr. Chairman. Please appreciate the chairman now. Mr. Chairman, we can always see year in, year out. Every year we come here to see the clearly very consistent line of profits and performances. Mr. Chairman, the revenues of the company rose by 40.3% in just one single year, from 257 billion naira to almost 362 billion naira, Mr. Chairman, in just a single year. I can't even know how you achieved this, in spite of all the, the difficulties we have had in the year. I think, Mr. Chairman, this is very, very commendable.
In his response, the board chairman, Dr. Abdulsamad Rabiu, assured the shareholders that the company by 2024 is targeting the completion of 2 cement production plants in Edo and Sokoto states. This, according to him, will scale production capacity to 17 million metric tons per annum and support efforts in the economy to reduce the rising cost of cement in the local market.
Let me start with the questions and comments raised by BC as regards to the distribution of cement, that you would want us to have cement, all over the country. It is true that BUA cement is visible, but probably not in all the states of the Federation. And that is because the 2 plants that we have, both in Obo and Sokoto, are within certain regions. But I can assure you that very soon we are going to be visible all over the country, because we have 2 lines that we will be commissioning, in fact, end of the year, not even January. We are hoping that by December the Sokoto, I think, will be able to flash the kiln by November and Obu by December, God willing. Imported cement to Nigeria today is going to be much higher than what is sold locally. That's the truth. Because the price of cement today, if you are to import it, will cost you nothing less than $100 per ton. At $100 per ton, C&F to Nigeria is 4,500 naira a bag at $900. Even at $800 is 4,000, and that is 2 Nigerian ports. then you probably have to pay taxes, you have to pay duty, you have to pay trucking, you have to pay port costs, so by the time you add all those, cement price, imported price of cement into Nigeria will be over 5,500 naira. That is not the point though, because I understand where government is coming from. They are frustrated. They would want to see the price of cement, and I agree and I appreciate where they are coming from. So what I did is to sit down with our people to say, look, we have these 2 new lines coming on stream early next year. How do we help the government to see if really we can bring down the price of cement? And the beauty of this is that the businesses are making money, of course, because you invest a lot of money in these businesses. CapEx alone is in hundreds of millions of dollars to set up a single cement plant. So if you invest that kind of money, you are expected to make a margin somehow. Okay, so we are expected to make some money. However, again, as I said, we are in a situation where Nigeria, because of the devaluation merely, where prices of goods and services have really skyrocketed. Government needed to do that. We all know why, because you cannot have a situation where you have a rate of 450 or 500 and then you are not able to get it. It's not accessible really, and then you have to buy at 750 or 800 naira. So that needed to be done. Of course, the subsidy issue, as difficult as it is now, it is something that also needed to be done because we just could not afford the subsidy. We couldn't, and there were a lot of abuses. So I understand where government is coming from. At the same time, we also know, because of the free float, it will be very hard, very difficult to sustain, in fact, to even have imports of cement into Nigeria. One, you need to go and look for the FX. Two, the rate of the exchange rate will be somewhere between 750, 800, and as I said, at that level, you'll be higher than Nigeria. But for me personally, I believe, and I will reach out to the minister for us to sit down. I believe that we can support the government to reduce the price of cement. I will reach out to the minister. I will sit with him. And as I said, the beauty is that we have these 2 new lines coming on stream by the end of the year. This is not going to happen between now and December. It's going to happen once we start these 2 new lines, because then we'll be having 17 million tons. And if for whatever reason there is resistance, elsewhere, then we'll be able to at least support the government and compel others to bring the price down. And that is what we are going to do.
Highlight of the event was the approval of the dividend payment by shareholders.
The next item on the agenda is the recommendation of the directors to declare a gross dividend of 2.80 kobo per 1 ordinary share of 50 kobo each to all shareholders whose names are in the company's register of members as of August 11th, 2023. I hereby move a motion to adopt the recommendation of the directors and approve the recommended gross dividend of 2.80 naira per 1 ordinary share of 50 kobo to be paid to shareholders whose names appear in the company's register of members as at the close of business on the 11th of August 2023. Madam.
I rise to second that motion. My name is Alaja Sarata Iyabode Balogun. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I hereby declare that the motion has been duly carried. Thank you.
The sterling performance of BUA Cement Plc with a 40% plus increase in revenue for the 2022 financial year is a welcome development for shareholders. It is expected that the board will work assiduously to ensure that the 2 cement plants are completed next year to boost production capacity that will impact the price of cement positively for Nigerians and create value for shareholders.